It's not quite science, technology, engineering, or math. It's not a language. Algorithmic thinking follows its own path. A new path in an old forest, and it's easy to get lost. My favorite example is the recursive function, a function that refers to itself. It's counterintuitive, troubling, perilous, misunderstood. We need a little help from our friends to learn this stuff. This is Eric Grimson explaining recursion in an edX MOOC offered by MIT that I took. A human face and a human voice encased in technology. I was a beginner at this, racing against the dreaded, relentless autograder, desperately hoping to survive the course. And with thousands of anonymous participants, MOOCs can be lonely and dispiriting. Only a tiny percentage of the people who start complete the course, and we crave human contact in such anonymity. So, Dr. Grimson gives us this challenge. What is 3 times 3 times 3? We don't want to repeat the procedure. We want to nest it within itself. We want recurrence, not looping. This is it. It's 3 times 1, then it's 3 times that, then it's 3 times that. It's 3 times 3 times 3 times 1. It's a simple, single procedure. Triple what you got. Executed in 3 instances. It exists already in the mind. The 1 in the 3 in the 9, the 9 in the 27, and it is revealed all at once. You use the product of the recipe as an ingredient in the recipe again. Don't try this with blueberry muffins, by the way. It won't work. The process recurs. You agree on a starting point, 1, and you agree on a limit, 3. The operation is simply this. Triple what you got. We start at the first instance and expand to the third. No loops, just instances, and when you get it, it's like a thunderclap. You see what you never saw before. A new approach and a new theory of approaches. As a beginner, I still wasn't 100% convinced. I needed some kind of confirmation, affirmation. The logic of it wasn't enough. I feel that learning happens when you turn to another person and you both get it. Meet my 16-year-old son, Elias. Mathematician, computer scientist, learner, teacher. There's no one I am more connected to. No one I understand better. He does his work in pencil and keeps plenty of erasers handy. You don't need to use a computer to do computer science. It's better not to sometimes. So he begins to draw. He shows me. He tells me. He gets really excited. He wants me to understand this stuff. He wants me to get it. He wants me to sit with him in the glow of the same campfire. The code itself is simple, written in Python, but the concept is hard. Boxes, 3-dimensional visualization of the procedure. And, lest we fall into the pit of infinity, an endpoint. Without it, the process runs forever, overwhelming the processor. Mirrors facing each other. So then Elias tells me, Dad, it's not a loop. It's Russian dolls. Russian dolls. It's not a stack. It's not a loop. It's nesting, one inside the other, all in a moment. Russian dolls nestled within each other, a family, together, one and many at the same time. So after all the diagrams and explanations, the coding, the debugging, what do I really need to understand all this? I need people. I need human connections. Someone to sit by the fire with. Someone to paddle up the same stream.